why. Erinya wihini anampusu said Dubai. The global seer, Assasia no Nicia, Patafonia, why Yarisania, Patafonia, eh, we yet yes, Patafonia, a random quite so what can it be on par? A European book as the why. I had day mouse, I will back to the command on that dear Coty. I know people can see a Patafonia. The one who wants to obey us, I sit away. Now, Messias, the key, and I say, so, Niche Bayano, they will know about that for them. Hey, Yajino Gravy, Ayajinemo, the man I go, Professor Patafor, Yajino Gravy, Yandian Ayajinemo, Yaman I go, Professor Patafor. I shall write it now, Professor Patafor. Okanesi, Afiraneba, eh, Yajino Gravy, Nayajinemo, Yamana Igo, Professor Patafro, Missy, Yajino Gravy, Yajinemo, eh, Yamana Igo, Professor Patafro, Yajino Gravy, Yajinemo, Yamana Igo, Professor Patafro, Yajino Gravy, Yajinemo. The man I go, Professor Patafor. Yeah, you know, gravity. So the mamma will be boom. And you go be so Patafor. No, I go point me so any papi associate with me. No, Basia Patafor. Hey, I get ready now, Professor Patafor. Okanesi, Afraneba, eh, Yajino Gravy, Nayajinemu, Yamanaiko, Professor Patafor, Yajino Gravy, Yandia Nayajinemu, Yamanaiko, Professor Patafor. I get ready now, Professor Patafor, Okanesi, Afraneba, eh, Yajino Gravy, Nayajinemu. Yamanaiko, Professor Patafor. Yajinu Gravy, Yandiana Yajinemu. Yamanaiko, Professor Patafor. Abaya Sasima, Ayasano, Yamia no. Nana Basano, Ebetia Kedia for Bebuda Diada Pine, where you summa for a dear Pie. Yamanaiko, Professor Patafor. Eradias, yes, no sound, my tenant. And it's a shaky. And I say, Usumpa, Nichide Bayano, you will want Patafor and Sam. And it's a Ghana, my Missimo Samonia Kuma. If it's a woman, a Patafor, no Feria. Ono na wadi erade hu ma wone so ono beba beji erade ma ye free kwa ye mo okana esi ofra na eba. All right, you're highly welcome to this wonderful evening. I believe you all are doing fervently well. As a matter of fact, I'm also doing great as well. Today happens to be on the 23rd of May 2026. And as Ketsy demands, anytime that you see me on your screen, it's not anything new. I've come your way with an undiluted word of God as well. And to respond to some of you people that has questions. So kindly share this live telecast with a lot of people as much as you can. And then do well to subscribe to this particular channel in case if you haven't. And click on the notification bell so that anytime that we come live, you can as well get the link to come and watch. In case if you have any message, you can as well grab your keypads and channel all your thought and everything to the comment section. I am ready to receive your question and then answer you as well in case if it demands an answer. So please,
with all due respect, do justice to that for me. I'm here to answer questions. I'm not here to preach. The last time when we met, I engaged you people on a higher level of intellectualism. This was what we call pure academics. So I'm aware that majority of you people were not able to grasp what I was actually trying to tell you people, but that is just by the way. You have to accept it. It is not everything that is meant for you to understand. So with the little that you heard, just keep it for yourself, okay? As time goes on, I'm praying to the Holy Spirit to give you that kind of a mentality that will be able to understand me very well when I'm talking. So that is just by the way. Now let's quickly move to the comment section and read some of the messages that I've got in there for you people. Eva, today our very first message is coming directly from Eva Dubois. Ebenezer, Linda Hansen, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Okay, Elizabeth Odro, how you doing, Mom? I believe you're doing. Felix Bibi, Stu White, Ebenezer Ohini Techi, Van Ophelia, how you doing? Paul Suman, Mary Gambo, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Mary Gambo. Okay, Mooney, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Yaofuri, Kwame Apias, Silas, who else is again? Doreen Sewabri, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. Josephine Watson, how you doing? I believe you're also doing well. Santua Buado, how you doing? I believe you're also doing well. Kofi Collins, Mensa. Who else is again? We have a lot of messages at the comment section. Now, Mina Great, how you doing? I believe you're also doing well. Fifi Suman. Fifi Asuma, Joseph Opoku, Alice Asem, Higaba, Reverend Joseph Juma. So I think these are the few messages that we have at the comment section for now. So please, in case if you have any message, you can channel everything to the comment section for me. Sharon Akosa, Sharon, how you doing? I believe you're doing. Roger Joseph, Robert Christian Owusu Fojo, okay, Bashiru, how are you doing, Bashiru? I believe you're also doing well. It sounds great as well. Okay, Gideon, I believe you're also doing well. I'm the biggest boss, the boss of all the bosses. That is me, OPATAFUOR. That's just by the way. You have to accept me as how that I am. There's nothing that you can do about it. Just that. Now, Faustina J, how you doing? I believe you also do a good evening to you as well. Tini Do. Somebody actually says that, please can you throw lights on the Jesus, the Son of David? I actually said it. Get time for yourself and listen to the teachings that we actually heard the other time that we met regarding the mysteries of Jesus Christ. You could see clearly that I threw more light on when he was Jesus, the son of Joseph. I migrated from that point and threw light to Jesus, the son of David. Now, it is left with Jesus, the Son of God, which I'm preparing. Hopefully, maybe one of these days, I'll find time to come and then teach you regarding Jesus, the Son of God. Now, all the things that I actually said about Jesus was probably about his spirit in the fleshy world, regarding the times when Mary actually gave birth to him, when he used to be a kid, when he went through all the necessities, things that he was supposed to go through. He went through all these things, and then he became matured, mastered, to reconnect himself back to the Holy One. After that, he migrated from that stage and moved on to a different dimension, which probably he operates under the identity of Jesus, the Son of David. So I took my time to explain things to you deeply. I know for a fact that what I said, it was pure academics. So majority of you people were I wasn't sure when I was teaching you people. I wasn't feeling the vibe in my spirit. So I thought and realized that majority of you people are not going to understand me. But it has to be that. It is not everything that is meant for you to understand. There are times that you understand what I'll teach, and there are times that you will not understand. So with the little that you understand, just go by that, okay? So let's move on. Now, Linda says, Papa, please, did Adam have a belly button, like the umbilical cord, or what? What are you insinuating? What are you referring to? Are you referring to our umbilical cord? Okay, now let's move on. Linda says the great one is endowed with heavenly wisdom and power. Thank you very much. Now, Dr. Udru says, does the Father take illness from the righteous and place it on the sinner or unrighteous? Yes, especially when a righteous person is writing an exams in a form of sickness, then the unrighteous person decides to make fun of the righteous person. I'm telling you that when the sickness disappears, or when the Lord decides to take the sickness from the righteous person, the very person that he would dump the sickness onto is the one who is making fun of that righteous person. So it's accepted, and God can do that. Now, Linda says, did Adam, was he having an umbilical cord or something of that sort? Yes. Adam was having that. Anybody or any book that says otherwise are mere fallacy. Don't believe it. Adam was having an umbilical cord. Do you know why? Doreen Sewa Brefo says, please, what's the actual reason for Jeremiah going naked? When you read the Bible clearly, you could see that those people, as at that time, was it Jeremiah going naked? It wasn't Jeremiah, it was Isaiah rather. I think Isaiah chapter 20. Let's see something. I want to have my Jeremiah chapter 20. Let's see something from there, because I didn't see Jeremiah going naked. Okay. Now, it is Isaiah chapter 20 verse 2. Now, this was it. It says, at the same time spake the Lord by Isaiah, the son of Amos, saying, go and loose the sackcloth from off thy loins, and put off thy shoe from thy foot. And he did so, walking naked and barefoot. And the Lord said, like as my servant said, had walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and a wonder upon Egypt and upon Ethiopia, so shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptian prisoners and the Ethiopian captives, young and old, naked and barefoot, even with their buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt and they shall be afraid and ashamed of Ethiopia, their expectation, and of Egypt, their glory. And the inhabitants of this Azul shall say in that day, behold, such is our expectation, whither we flee for help to be delivered from the king of Assyria, and how shall we escape? So I believe this particular quotation, Doreen, has answered your question, okay? Now that is that. Okay. Now Linda says, Papa, please, who was it attached to? Did he have it? Did he have a mother? Okay. Well, he wasn't having a mother, but he was having a mother. In the physical sense, like how we are being conceived in the womb of a woman. When anytime that you know very well that when a man and a woman engage on the level of intimacy, then he ejaculates. The sperm cells penetrate the ovum and then fertilize the egg, and right from that moment you start forming. Now you are conceived in the womb of your mom at the end of the 9 months or whatever month that you deem it fit to come out. As a matter of fact, we are all aware that it's not everybody that came out on the 9th month. Some of you people, your mom carried you in the womb for about 8 months, then you came out. Some of you to 11, 10, some of you 2-3 years. I don't know what you were doing in the womb, but there are some of the children that it took their mother 2-3 years before giving birth to them. I don't know if they were having issues in there, but that's just by the way. So after you have come out due to natural incidents, you must have an umbilical cord connecting to your mom's own. It is a pipe that connects to you when you are in your mom's womb. It's through that pipe that your mom feeds you. You absorb some nutrients from the food that your mom will eat. It is through that particular pipe that your mom used to feed you, and it's accepted. But here lies the situation where in the lives of Adam, as how the Bible gives its origination, how he actually came on earth, it is believed and written in the Bible that he was created by God. Since he was created by God, then it means that nobody actually carried him in the womb. So how was he able to get that particular umbilical cord? Now, the umbilical cord that Adam was having wasn't physical, but it was actually spiritual, because his umbilical cord was connecting to the higher realms where he used to feed his soul from God. So he was having the umbilical cord. He was carried in the womb and being nurtured by the Holy Spirit through the Messiah. So get that. He had that particular thing called umbilical cord. Okay? Okay. Reverend Tinedu says, and some of you people, 7 months. Well, the actual date that a woman is supposed to conceive, we are all aware in the Bible that God gave a woman 9 months. But you see, some of the children, they are inquisitive. Some of them, they like food. Some of them, they are in the haste. So they come out 7 months, 8 months. Some of the children too, I don't know if they were actually trying to build their own house in the womb of their parents or their mom or whatever. So it took them 11, 12, 3 months. By the time they gave birth to them, some of them, they had already grown teeth. I know a child that when they gave birth to that particular child, he had already grown teeth. And there was a lady that gave birth to a young girl. When the girl came to this planet Earth, this particular girl, I'm talking in respect of the little or the baby, she has already grown pubic hairs. She was having pubic hair at the private part. So I was very fortunate enough, because I was actually staying at the same vicinity. So this particular lady came and then told me this story. I didn't believe it until when she showed me the thing. So when I watched the thing, a small girl having a pubic hair around her private parts. I was so amazed. What happened? But well, maybe who knows? She used to be a senior woman when she was in the womb of her mom. So let's agree to disagree, and that's it. Oh my goodness. Things, you see, things are happening, okay? Things are really happening. Now I've also had an encounter with a girl who happens to be 7 years, and this girl has started developing breast. I'm telling you the truth. Breast. A small girl who has developed breast. Hey, boy, oh boy. So these days, it's not a surprise anymore. It has to be that. Linda says, Papa, a lot of crazy stuff happens in maternity. Of course, I know that. A lot of things happens. Now, Dr. Odro says he saw a baby born with fully developed tooth. Yes, that was actually what I was saying. Some of them, they were old men when they were in the womb of their mom. So you have to agree with me and disagree at the same time. Maybe you have not bear witness to some of these sayings, so you might think maybe it's a fabricated story or something like that. But it's not fabrication. It's a real story that we have experienced and witnessed things ourselves personally. So it has to be that. Okay, now bring your question. Bring your question. Oh my goodness. You might not know a girl who is not even up to 2 months, 3 months, already having pubic hair, black one, surrounding her private parts. Hey, this girl here. Okay, Felix Bibi said, please, Papa, my child was 3 months and had 4 teeth. Okay, it's accepted. It's accepted. It's accepted. Reverend Stephen and Danny Mensa says, Papa, are they reincarnated children? Well, let's agree to disagree with that. Some of them, it's probably due to some health defect. It must be noted for calling a spade a spade. We shouldn't just subscribe everything to spirituality. But you see, majority of these things, it's probably because of some health defects. Something couldn't function well during the stage of pregnancy. So it has to be that. And sometimes to the parents, especially the mom or the dad, one of these were having some health defects and they couldn't rectify things before engaging themselves on that level of intimacy. And after conceiving, because they themselves are having some health defects, it will automatically be transferred onto the child. So that's how it is. We have a lot of medical doctors who are watching us. So they will probably attest to this fact. And sometimes to some of those babies, they come in that form and shape because when the mom was carrying these particular babies in their womb, they had an intimacy with a principality. They had an intimacy with a principality. Those of you that when you were pregnant, even in your pregnancy stage, you used to have dreams where an entity will be having sex with you in a dream state. Now, anytime that the demon or an evil spirit tends to engage with you on that dimension, you must understand that after you have engaged in that act, that particular spirit has left or deposited a seed in you, and it will be directly embedded into the child that you are carrying in your womb. That is why when you're pregnant, you've got to be very careful. We have something called satanic birth switches. There are principalities and powers who can switch your baby. So your actual baby that you're supposed to give birth to, they can switch it in the rest of the spirit and give you a different baby. I have seen it countless of times. This is beyond human comprehension, but we have attained to a higher level of consciousness, physically and spiritually. We know that things of that sort can happen. So the satanic birth switches, when you are pregnant, the devil can decide to deposit something into the child in your womb. So you need a maximum protection spiritually when you are pregnant. So that is just by the way. Or yet still, some of these children, they are not mere human. They are spirit entities who have decided to take on the shape and form of humanity, just to pass through the normal natural process and come into this world. Now, when you read the story behind Noah, the time they gave birth to Noah, Noah actually possesses some mysterious features. He had certain things on himself that was probably not seen since time immemorial, or since the day that God created the world. He has never seen any being of that type. He has never bring into existence a being of that type. So when Noah's mom gave birth to him, it was highly inimical to the ambition, and the father can't fathom the appearance of his own child, Noah. A child of that type has never been brought into existence before. They have never witnessed that before. So they had to go and consult. This was where it was outfitted to them that Noah was specially prepared in the rest of the spirit on a higher dimension, and that he was brought into the world to carry on a specific agenda. So this is it. Some of these children that we actually give birth to, not all of them are human. Some are here for a specific agenda. Some of them are reincarnated souls. Anybody who tells you that there is no reincarnation, that person is mad. There is reincarnation. As a matter of fact, the doctrine of when you die, that is it all, you will not have the opportunity to come to this earth again, was fabricated by the Romans. They were using that to intimidate people, and by so doing, they were trying to inculcate fear into the heart of the people. So the real doctrine or the realities of life here on earth, majority of these religious bodies have actually hidden it. They don't want people to see it. So we all go by what they feel like they should tell us. This is what we have been going through and experiencing in the society. Reincarnation is real. Reincarnation. As a matter of fact, we Africans, our forefathers and our predecessors, dating back 200-300 years ago, they all believe that there is reincarnation. I've come to witness certain things in the society. I have come to experience and had an encounter with certain people, and how they came about, the stories, the mysteries surrounding their birth, everything shows that there is reincarnation. So we shouldn't allow ourselves to be deceived by some of these doctrines that we keep on propagating. As a matter of fact, as time goes on, a lot of truths are going to be revealed, and majority of you believers, you can't handle the truth that is about to be unveiled. And that is the next plan of action that is in the pipeline coming. So get that, okay? Now, a lot of messages at the comment section. Let's try and get some of the messages as well. Who else? Roger Joseph said, Papa, like you are a baby of 2 weeks. Yes. I don't want to talk about my own, because my own is a mystery. And I'm not just ordinary being. I possess the characteristics of humanity. I have everything that humans have. I do everything. I can literally do everything that I deem it fit, if only it is worth substantive. But you see, sit yourself down. Just look at me. Who is this guy? He's highly endowed with certain things that, if it were to be normal mortals, you wouldn't have been able to possess what I have. So being at this particular age and operating at this dimension or this level, it should tell you that it's not an easy thing, but I can't just tell you everything. So just accept it. Just accept it, and that is it all. Now let's move on to another thing. Jeffrey also says, please, if your wife is pregnant, what should you do? You protect the pregnancy, okay? Anytime that your wife picks a seed, you protect the pregnancy. If you understand what I'm saying. Anytime that your wife is pregnant, try as much as possible to protect the seed. Protect it. If you have any spiritual guru, you try as much as possible to take the pregnancy to the end of this spiritual guru. If you have any bishop, any prophet that you respect so much, you try and take this particular pregnancy to the prophet. You need some scanning to be done on your behalf in the realms of the spirit. You know that any of these luminous beings can come in the form of human for you to give birth to. Now, in a story of Samson, in the story of Jesus Christ, Samson's parents, Manoah, had an encounter with an angel, and everything was outfitted to him. The father of John the Baptist, Zachariah, he also had an encounter with an angel, and everything was outfitted to him. Now, the mother of Jesus also had an encounter with a luminous being, and they all disclosed the mystery behind these said children to them. So, who knows? What is the mystery behind your child? You can't just get up and feel like you want to give birth, so you give birth anyhow. There are some children that possesses some characteristics which only the gods who are up there can possess that. So in your mind, when you read the Bible, you think that Samson was a mere human. But when you step up a little bit and pray seriously for a revelation to be bestowed onto you regarding the life of Samson, you realize that Samson wasn't an ordinary being, but he was specially created by our Father. So get that, okay? Please, if you have any message, you can as well bring it. Bring all your messages, and I'm willing to answer you as well. Now, who else is again? Reverend Tinedu says, Jesus Christ once said, Elijah came back as prophesied. So there is reincarnation. You know very well that these amateur Christians and novices and proselytes, they only want to go by what they were taught. If you try to tell them the truth and it's beyond their understanding, they will tell you you are a demon. This is a false doctrine. instead of them to humble themselves and then pick something from what you're saying, they would demonize your teachings. So sometimes I don't necessarily pay attention to certain immature believers and stuff like that. My main agenda is to make sure the mature souls out there, I feed them with whatever that they need. I know there are some people out there whose souls are mature and they need certain things. Oh my goodness. So please, if you have any message, my doors are opening to you. You can as well bring your questions. What else do you want us to talk about? Okay. Kudra Sante says, I salute you, great one. Thank you very much. I believe you're also doing well. It shall be well. Shall be well. So that is just by that, okay? Oh my goodness. Now, Victor says, Senior, please, how can one know the tongue that they speak is true and not just learn gibberish? It sounds so good. You see, you must understand certain things. If you claim you speak in tongues, anytime that you activate that particular sword, you know that you, to your dismay, you think you are speaking in an unknown language. But tongue speaking is power itself, and it comes directly from the Holy Spirit. So anytime that you move in that mundane, that particular realm, it means you have activated a sword. Now, activating a sword means the power of the Holy Spirit is at work. So you can't tell me that you speak in tongues, and after speaking in tongues, nothing happens. It's a big question. Speaking in tongues means you have activated a certain realm. You have activated a certain realm. So you can't tell me you speak in tongues, but nothing happens. You see, these are some petty truths that you people don't want to accept. But the power of that gift goes beyond what we see. We think we are actually speaking in some mysterious language or something of that sort. I quite remember there was a pastor who went about saying that when you speak in tongues, you probably don't speak to anybody, or there is no entity who understands the language. It is only God who understands the tongues that you're speaking. Now, you must understand that anytime that you speak in tongues, you have activated your superconscious mind, and you have entered into a realm where your soul is merged with the soul of the Messiah. So at that moment, your soul is being carried to the presence of the Holy One, where you prostrate spiritually. And because your soul has been merged with the Messiah, what happiness is that when you are being carried in the rest of the Spirit and being put before the Holy One, when he is seated on the sapphire throne, there is a specific energy that flows directly from the throne to you. And by the virtue of that particular act, it gives you some mandate to perform some spiritual task at that particular moment when you are speaking in tongues. And that moment, there is no being, no bishop or anybody who can control you, because at that moment you are not on yourself. Your soul has been merged with the Messiah, and you are being put right before the throne. So at that moment, it is through the Messiah to the throne that is controlling you. So they will do with you what it pleases them. After they are done with that, then they will release you and your soul can come back into your human body. But these days, it's so funny when you move to churches. You see a lot of young girls, young boys who claim to speak in tongues. But you see, they will speak the tongues and nothing will happen. They will speak the tongue, and then at a point you see the leader ringing the bell. And when they ring the bell, they'll put a stop to it and then interject with a different prayer topic. So where from that? Let me tell you, the tongues that our predecessors spoke, nobody was able to control them. Likewise for me, for instance, anytime that I'm praying, I pray in our own maternal tongue. Well, right from the 72 maternal tongues. So I can decide to pray in English, decide to pray in our local language, whatever that I deem it fit. But you see, at the moment where you see OPATAFUOR speaking in tongues, be rest assured that my spirit has transcended to a realm, a deeper realm where my soul has been merged with the Messiah and I am being put before the Holy One. So at that moment, I can use you. Maybe we are praying for 1 hour or 2 hours. I can use you to pray more than 5-6 hours. I will probably exceed the duration that we have set for that particular prayer topic. So that is how the power of the Holy Spirit works. Now let me give you another example. There was this man of God in Nigeria called Babalola. When you get time for yourself, go and then do a lot of research about these people. Now, Babalola was somebody who was very powerful. One day, they went to the church and then they said he should get up and administer a closing prayer. They had already held all processions. It was left with closing prayer. So they called Babalola to come and then offer some prayers. Then they close up and go home. Now, the very moment he held the mic, this man was probably shivering and he started speaking in tongues. He spoke in tongues. 1 hour. This man had not done with his prayers and the people were there. 2 hours. He was still not done with the prayer. 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. So they realized that a different realm has been activated. So they had to move the people and tell them to go home. Now, Babalola stood there, spoke in tongues for 24 hours. And he himself, he never got tired. And he was not aware of whatever that happened at that particular moment. It was when that the Spirit of the Lord departed from him and they started telling him that he started speaking in tongues from yesterday. This was the third time. And when they cross-checked the time frame, it was 24 hours exactly. This is what we call the power of tongue speaking. It's not the one that you go to church in these charismatic churches and Pentecostals. They will start speaking in tongues. Then they ring the bell, crying. Then all of a sudden the tongue speaking tone disappears. Then they reintroduce a new prayer topic. Then they start engineering in that same tone again. They ring the bell, the tongue speaking disappears. Then when they reintroduce a new prayer topic, then they come back praying in that manner. You should understand that the tongue speaking, it's not an ordinary thing. Now, let me tell you, There are some things, well, let me keep it. It's not everything that I'm supposed to tell you. So that is just by the way. Let me end here. Now let's move on to a different question. Felix Bibi says, please, Papa, you said all the names of Jesus Christ is expected, but when we called it, anything happens. Why? Felix, I don't understand your question. Okay, now let's move on. Reverend Tinubu says, Papa, please, are all tongues speaking from God? Now, right from what I have just said, let me tell you something. There are a lot of languages that you people, you yourself, you are not aware that it exists. Now, let me frank to you people. Some of you people, let me be frank with you. Now, we have the demonic language, which also probably sounds like tongues. We have the jinn language, the dwarf language, the stars, the meticals. They have their language, which probably sounds like tongues. So we are gifted with power to discern and understand a tongue speaking, that particular language. When you are speaking a tongue, and then it is not directly coming from God. When I am standing closer to you, I will be able to understand, to ascertain what exactly that you are saying. We have angelic tones, which also sounds like tongues. Now we have the macabre, their language that they speak. You see, we have the chariot. The chariot also, they have their special language that they speak. The seraphims, they have their language that they speak. The cherubims, they have their language that they speak. The language that cherubim speaks is different from the language that the seraphim speaks. And all of these entities, I'm telling you that their language, it sounds like tongues. And since we have other principalities, powers, thrones, and other satanic entities who falls within that category, you should understand that for the fact that we have 72 princes who stands before God, the devil also has 72 princes who also stands before God. So as how God has 72 angels who carries his name every now and then, who preserve his name, the devil, who happens to be Lucifer, and other cosmic beings from a higher level in the rest of the spirit, they have also specially designated certain entities who are also 72 in number. Now, when you get time and you think you have a very good spirit and a strong one as such, you can probably, you see, one day Solomon decided to impersonate a certain spirit, and then he by that act, he was not aware, he spoke a certain foreign language, and by virtue of that, he activated a realm. Now let me tell you this. Now one day I was praying, and all of a sudden I entered into a dimension, a realm, and I started praying a certain language. I was praying in a certain language, and that particular language, I have never seen it being spoken by any entity here on earth. And as a matter of fact, that particular language that I was speaking, it activated a certain realm, and a portal was opened. It activated the 42nd bolt, and an entities who controls that particular dimension, they got closer to me. And when they got closer to me, they were very dangerous, extremely dangerous. I spoke unawarely, but I know for a fact that it was the Holy Spirit who had the intention of gifting me that particular language. So in the process of the prayer, I spoke in a language, a foreign one. To me, myself, I don't even understand it. I am highly gifted when it comes to language and the things of the spirit. But you see, this particular language that I was speaking, I had no idea what I was saying, but I kept on saying. I said that, kept on, not knowing that I was actually speaking the language of the Hayot. I was speaking the language of the Hayot. So when we came home, I myself, I didn't experience anything. So later in the morning, Mr. Osei came to me, and then he had a very strange revelation about me. And when he came to disclose the revelation to me, I was like, what is happening? Let me dive deeply and see things. So you see, when I was speaking in that particular tongue, those entities from that dimension decided to talk to Mr. Osei. They spoke with Mr. Osei, but Mr. Osei didn't understand what they said, and he had to come and disclose everything to me. So the very moment I heard, or when he disclosed whatever that he saw at that particular night, I decided to do some little research, and then I made contact to a higher luminous beings. And then he said that that language, this particular being that I contacted, is one of the 24 elders. But he said, even among them, they don't speak that language. But he knows that this particular language belongs to the Hayot. So I should go stand here, say this, say that. Now they will come. Now when I started saying that same language, now I witnessed a flash of lightning, and the sound of thunder was thundering just like that. And then the Hayots, they descended. But when they descended, I couldn't take it lightly. So you see, you can speak a language and enter into a realm and open a portal where you yourself, you are not aware. So we have the language of the jinn, we have the language of demons, we have the language of principalities and other evil entities as well. And when they decide to speak, it sounds like tongues. So you must test yourself at all time to see if you are not being stolen by a familiar spirit. You must test yourself. Test yourself. Especially, you lie too much. You see, you lie too much. The most dangerous sin ever, the most dangerous thing ever is lies. Especially those of you who lies too much. You lie too much and you still claim you speak in tongues. Please check your source, because the highest sin ever is lies. You lie to your mom, you lie to your girlfriend, you lie to your fiancé, you lie a lot. You lie a lot. Lies is the greatest sin ever. Lies is very dangerous. Trust me. So you lie a lot and you still claim you speak in tongues. Please check the source. Maybe you are speaking the tongue of the dwarf. That's just by the way. So you see, majority of you Christians, you don't have idea what actually inhabits the spiritual realm. I know you read the Bible and say to yourself that we do not wrestle against the flesh and blood, but rather with principalities, powers of darkness, and rulers of darkness from high places. That's what you have been told. But have you yourself personally experienced the rulers of darkness, the archons and the aeons? Have you experienced them? Have you experienced the aeons and the archons? Have you experienced them? All these entities, they inhabit a higher dimensional realm, very dangerous. And their major agenda here is to make sure you never find your way to reconnect to your Creator. Because the very day you discover Christ, that is the day they lose control over you. They have lost in all angles. So that is why they don't want you to have access to your Christ consciousness. Because the very moment you connect, you discover Christ and connect your soul to Christ, then you merge your soul to what do you call it? Then you merge your soul to Christ as well. You see, by virtue of that, you become a special being. You know that the soul in us, it has 5 levels of operation. Now, the soul in every human, it operates in 5 levels. The soul in every human here on earth, it operates in 5 levels. So you go through processes to become purified, to be able to attain your Christ consciousness. So when these preachers goes about preaching and advocating Christ, then after accepting Christ, that is not just all. They go about and preach the Christ, that is Jesus, the son of Joseph. About 98% of the pastors, the prophets, the bishop, the evangelists, they go out there, win the souls, then they put them under Christ, the son of Joseph. But you see, the soul must evolve from levels to levels. At a point, you must not function under the status or the ID or the identity of Jesus, the son of Joseph. You have been a Christian for more than 2-3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years. When you sit yourself down, you have gone to church every now and then. You go to church, you give your tithe, you sing praises, but you could see that you lack certain things. You lack certain things. And because of that, you are not growing. You are not growing spiritually. When you sit down and assess and put yourself on a scale to weigh yourself, your soul, you could see that you are not growing spiritually. And because of that, the only thing you know is about Jesus, the son of Joseph. But you see, that is the basic. That is the basic. Accepting Jesus on that level is the basic. Is the basic. When you accept Jesus, the son of Joseph, and you don't allow your spirit, your inner mind, which is probably the soul, to evolve from time to time, to grow, you still remain at the son of Joseph level, where you'll be chastised, you'll be ridiculed, you'll be jeopardized. All the things that Jesus went through here on earth under the status quo of Jesus, the son of Joseph, you will surely go through all. You'll be hated by all and sundry. Majority of the people will hate you for no reason. They will level all forms of accusations against you. You wallow through long suffering, impetuosity, everything you go through under the identity of Jesus, the son of Joseph. So, when you are going through all these things, then there is a room for an improvement where you must grow spiritually. When you grow spiritually, by virtue of that growth, it will give you mandate to migrate from Jesus, the son of Joseph, and then attain a new status, which is Jesus, the son of David. And by the power invested in that level, you become a new being. You are no more functioning under that identity. You have moved ahead. You see, Jesus said that if you believe in me and knows me very well, if you are able to discover me fully, you do these things that I'm doing. You even do greater works. Now, some of you people, you thought what Jesus said is highly unreal, but it is real. He was trying to tell the world that once you discover me from Joseph kingdom, you must discover me from David kingdom. Then at last, you discover me from my father's kingdom. So it is of rank, levels. You must understand this. Okay? Some of you people, you have not been improved. You don't know anything. The same old Bible story. When you go to church, you sit by taking the first pew, because that's the place where you'll be able to look onto the face of the pastor. Then you are seated right in front of the church. You look onto the face of the pastor, and the pastor will be preaching, and the pastor will be sweating as if he's saying something. It is the same cock and bull story. And Bible says that a day by this time your life will never be the same. I came here to encourage you. Look at the situation of David. When Goliath stood right before David, he took a stone with a sling, and when he shoots the stone with a sling, something happened. It hit directly at the eye of Goliath, and he was brought down. I'm here to tell you that any Goliath who is fighting you, you see, when you mature to a certain standard, you see, some of these Kokwanansi stories, you don't like it. Some of these preaching, you will never wish for it. You will never have a taste for that. Because do you know something? When you migrate to our level and grow in Christ very well, when you are well rooted, you don't pick inspirations from anywhere. You are yourself inspiration. You teach yourself, you encourage yourself. You know what you are to do at any particular moment. Have you realized why I don't preach like those pastors? Because it is no word substantive. Do you know why? In the kingdom of God, when Jesus came, he taught people, lived in such a way that all those who were following him, they grew spiritually. There are some churches, you see. Now, let me tell you this. Recently, there was a particular video that surfaced on the internet where a woman had the gut to stand right in front of a pastor or a deacon or a church leader and threw questions to him. And I think in the midst of the conversation, the woman concluded by saying that that particular pastor and his church leaders, they are thieves. Why? Because the pastor has asked for tithe. You see, I was actually very furious at this particular woman, but I pick take whatever that the woman said and ascended to the zenith of heaven and placed her statement before some senior men over there. So upon hours of deliberation regarding the statement that the woman made, they arrived at a conclusion. They cited 5 reasons that actually led to that. Now, I will not tell you exactly what happened, but what I can tell you is that now, when you sit down to analyze the whole show, you could see clearly that there had not been growth in the church. There had not been growth in the church in the essence of physically and spiritually as well. Because as I speak with you, if your church members still have the doubt of paying that tithe, they don't see the reasons why they should tithe, then the church is lacking growth spiritually and physically. Why? Because the very moment your church member or your follower gives you something and a question follows the gift that he has given to you, it means even the child or the person or the student or the follower doesn't understand the act that he or she herself has initiated. So for somebody who has followed me for some time to ask me the importance of tithing and why he should give tithe, I'll just look you in the eyes. If I like, I'll respond to you. If I like, I'll not respond to you. I'll choose what to do at that particular moment, because you, that particular person, I see you as somebody who is a novice or a proselyte, somebody who is not matured spiritually. And the most dangerous thing ever is that when you give bones to a little baby, how do you expect the child to chew that particular bone? So there are some people who are baby Christians. They don't understand the concept of spirituality, what is related to some of the questions, or some of the actions that we initiate in the kingdom. Some of you people, you don't understand. So I don't waste my time on certain things. You see? So there are some churches. There are some churches. There is no spiritual growth. There are some churches. There is no spiritual growth. You go to the church, there is no spiritual growth. There is no physical growth. And when this thing happens, you should understand that then something has happened spiritually. There is 2 things that has happened spiritually. Anytime you sit in the church and physically there is no progress, spiritually there is no progress, bear it in mind that there is 2 things that has happened. The first thing is, it's either where you are living, there is no God. The true spirit of the Lord is not there. Because if the true spirit of the Lord is there, automatically there will be growth spiritually. Or there is a divine presence, but the people at that particular place, they are rebellious. And when you are rebellious, the spirit of the Lord will cease to function in your life. You see? So there are so many churches currently who have lost their divine connection, their spiritual identity. They have lost it. And some of them too, the unction is actually on their pastor, but the church members are rebellious. They don't have to they don't necessarily show regards to the anointing upon their papa. So because of that, the anointing cannot do anything positively for those people, their life, because anything that you don't necessarily have regards for can never help you. You must understand that. These are basic spiritual principles that you must know. So there are churches that we have a lot of churches. There is no progress. There's no growth. So you don't just open your mouth and confess the name Jesus and you think that is it all. You confess the name Jesus, you accept Jesus Christ. That day, you have opened the door for an improvement. And at that particular moment, you will function under Jesus, the son of Joseph. As time goes on, when you improve spiritually and physically, you will be given the mandate to receive a divine calling to also be among the people who functions under Jesus, the son of David. Now, right from Jesus, the son of David, when you become matured and grow very well, when you allow yourself, you see, let me tell you, the only way that you can grow spiritually and merge your soul with the Messiah, listen to me, the only way that you can grow spiritually and merge your soul with the Messiah, and when you merge your soul with the Messiah will proceed on and take your soul and put you at the presence of the throne, where your spirit will be right before the throne and right before the one who sits on the throne. And for some time, you will be promoted. Then your soul will not be put before the throne again. This is what will happen. The throne will rather move to come either to exert on you or to possess you. And the only way where a Christian can get full maturity, can get full access to the power of God, is by letting out your ego. That is the sole truth. With this, I'm not supposed to disclose that secret to you. I'm not supposed to tell you. But the only means where you can be promoted spiritually, the only means where you can be reconnected to a higher dimension, a higher realm, is when you let your ego slip through your fingers and go just like that and move freely. By virtue of that, you receive spiritual promotions every now and then. That is the truth. Let that ego go off from you. Let it disappear from you. And it is very difficult. You see, it is very difficult. You can't do it. It is very difficult. You can't do it. That is why it is difficult for the Lord to give you power. You have served Christ. You have fellowshiped with different churches in the name of Jesus. But as I speak with you, you are physically and spiritually powerless. You are powerless. You don't have a single power because ego is killing you. Your ego is killing you. The sole weapon that the aeons, principalities, demons are capitalizing on to restrain us from getting access to the Lord is ego. And that is the truth. Your ego is killing you. Oh my goodness. So you could see that you are in a church, but you are not progressing. You are not growing. You have accepted Christ, but you are not growing. Your life has always been the same. No angel pays you a visit. You don't hear from the Lord. The same Kokuanansi story has been preached. Now, let me tell you, I speak with you right now. Yesterday alone, I received 30 prophecy. Listen to me. Yesterday alone, I received 30 prophecy, which is 30 revelation. Now, I received 14 mysteries. Listen to me. 30 revelations only yesterday, till as I speak with you. 30 revelations, 14 mysteries. Why is it supposed to be that? Why is it supposed to be comfort unto me? Why is it that you are also human? You can also grow spiritually. Migrate from Jesus, the son of Jesse, come to Jesus, the son of David, and then proceed on and move to Jesus, the Son of God. So some of you people, you see, you have not gotten to a level to discover certain part and certain aspect of Jesus. That is why you still remain powerless. Now, somebody says, Papa, how can we work to remove the ego from stopping our growth? And what is the difference between ego and pride? Now, let me tell you, pride is a mere bragging, posing to be this, whilst you know you are not that. That is a mere pride. But ego is the senior most or the grandmaster of pride. So ego is something that is eating you spiritually. I will never lie to you. Countless of time, it took me 10 years to work on my ego. And it's like you are playing a game and all of a sudden something interrupts you. Then you pause to go and pay attention to that thing. Then when you return back, you continue playing the game right from where you paused. This is how they brought me. This is how I was raised. They paused me in life to work on ego. And the ego they are talking about, if I decide to explain ego to you, it's not what you understand. The ego that I'm talking about, it is not what you understand in the essence of what you characterize it as pride. No, the ego that I'm talking about, it goes beyond. It's a deep thing. It's a major weapon. What? It's a weapon where the devil knows that is the only tool that he can use to restrain, that he can use to let the Spirit of the Lord to reject us. Apart from ego, nothing. It is through ego that you disobey God. It is through ego that you commit a sin. It is through ego that you become rebellious. So when you allow that thing called ego to go off from you, I'm telling you that you become a vessel so clean to an extent where, you see, the angels or God himself, he can't get enough of you. He can't get enough of you. But you see, the ego you are hiding, some of you people, You actually define people by what they say. You see, when you become mature spiritually, you don't judge people based on their behavior, but you judge people based on their patterns, the patterns they have created. There's a difference between behavior, character, and patterns. So, OPATAFUOR, I don't judge people based on their action. You see, when Jesus came, the people who went to Jesus and presented a lady, claiming that the lady was caught right from the act of fornication, so they have brought the woman. Do you know what made them do that? It was ego. Ego comes with selfish interest. You want this, but you don't deserve to be given that. You think you are better than somebody, whilst you know you are not. You say things that you are not. So it was basically ego that pushed those people to bring that particular lady right before Jesus. And because of their ego, Jesus tear them apart. He shattered their souls. So you must understand it. You must understand ego. Ego is a major weapon. There is nothing. Right? Let me tell you this. There is nothing that the devil can use to restrain you from receiving the glory or the power of God. There is nothing. It is ego that will make you kill somebody, an innocent soul. It is ego that will make you soil your hands in innocent blood. It is ego. Selfish interest, spiritual wickedness, who hide underneath ego. So you see, ego is the only thing. I'm not supposed to tell you this. I'm not supposed to reveal to you that ego is what is killing you. It is not ego. It is not anything. The devil is not interested in anything. He's not interested. You see, God, when you read Proverbs chapter 6, verse I think 16 to 19, it says something what God actually hates. But he hates it. I don't like it. But when you commit it, you can deploy the 13 mercy seat, and the 13 mercy seat will work on your behalf. Now let's see something from the Proverbs that I'm talking about. But the only moment that the 13 mercy seat cannot work is when an ego is at stake. With that, the mercy cannot work. So I realized that the greatest sin ever on earth, was ego. Now they said to you that the devil fell, that is Lucifer, he fell from the throne of grace to this level as how he finds himself, the level that he finds himself right now, based on what we called pride. But it is not pride. Pride has been embedded in ego. So it was ego that made Lucifer to fall. Pride has been embedded within ego. It was ego that made Lucifer to fall. So the only thing that can prevent you from receiving the blessings, from receiving a higher power, is ego. Maybe one day I'll take my time to explain what ego is all about. Some of you people, you don't understand. Oh, OPATAFUOR. Masa, ompe masema, me de mfa me ho. Oh, Awurade Nyankopon. Obey any day. Oh, obey any day. Sika ni eni bi esu, ebenya bi one day, yambe hyira me. What I say? One day, Nyankupo be shirami. One day, Nyami be shirami. Oh my goodness. Now, please, with all due respect, open your Bibles to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16 to 19. It says something. I want to read it out to you. And this is what it says. It says, these 6 things are the things that the Lord hates. But on the 7th one is an abomination unto him. So these 6 things that I'm about to mention are the things that the Lord prohibits. He doesn't like it. He hates it. But you see, the 7th one is an abomination. It's an abomination. Now, what is it? It says, a proud look. Somebody who proudly looks at certain people and judge them in their mind. All these behaviors can be characterized as a proud look. Some of you look at certain things and you judge those things based on what you have observed or seen with your eyes. All these actions are proud looks. And all these things comes directly from ego. Now, a proud look, that is number 1. The Lord hates it. He doesn't like it at all. 2, a lying tongue. You lie too much. So because of that, you see, when God gives you power, the more you lie, the more your light diminishes. That is why every good prophet cannot lie. Every good prophet cannot lie. Moses never lied. Jeremiah never lied. Ezekiel never lied. Elijah never lied. Elisha never lied. All these people, they never lied. If they had been found lying, the lamp in them would have been diminished, which means it would have been put out. So the more, if you want to have a powerful tongue to an extent where when you say something, it will come into fulfillment, stay away from lying. Every liar is not being taken serious by the Spirit of God. So even when you are praying for God to bless you, they know you are lying. You don't need money. It might sound weird or very funny, but that is the truth. Now let's move on. And a hand that sheds innocent blood, the Lord hates it. When you share an innocent blood, when you kill somebody, he hates it. He doesn't like it. And once he hates it, the Lord will forever hate you when you commit any of this. Now, a heart that devised wicked imaginations. Some of you people, your imaginations are evil. You wish one day OPATAFUOR will come out and say that I used all my money to support NDC to perform rituals on their behalf for them to win election. So I've exhausted all my funds. So please help me. In short, you want me to go bankrupt. That evil imagination, the Lord hates it. The Lord doesn't like it. How you wish you wake up in the morning and I'm being disgraced. Let's say OPATAFUOR has gone to steal kahuro at the Makola market or Abubulushi market or KJTL market or anything of that sort. These are evil imaginations. Maybe you wake up one day in the morning and they said OPATAFUOR has been held guilty. He is fond of indulging in criminal activities. You see, all these evil mindsets, we call it evil imagination. And before you have that mentality in you, it means that already your ego is at stake. For you to devise evil imagination, your ego, you have some selfish interest serving your evil ego in you. So you throw off, you uproot the ego. All the things that I'm talking about, they are coming directly from human ego. They are coming directly from human. And the Lord says he hates it. So that is why all these years, your imaginations about me has never come into fulfillment. You wish me evil, you wish bad for me. Maybe one day they will come out and say, OPATAFUOR has done this and that. This is what you want to be heard about me. This is what you want to hear about me. But you see, because you have decided to offer yourself for evil imagination, that particular moment, you have allowed yourself for the Spirit of the Lord to hate you. That is why the very moment you start devising evil imaginations about people, you see yourself in troubles. Sometimes you go bankrupt. I have seen so many people who allow themselves to be used to perpetrate evil against me, and at the end of the day they go bankrupt and start begging. There are a lot of people who have gone bankrupt, a lot of people who are suffering as I speak with you, and they are going through that because of what they did to me. Now this is the truth. The Lord hates evil imagination, so you stop it. Now the feet that be swift in running to mischief. Some of you people, you have some mischievous agenda hidden, but you think you are smart. You see, you are in hurry. You are in a hurry to go and commit a crime. You have some mischievous agenda. You intentionally affiliate yourself to people just to fish out their vulnerabilities. You see that this is their loopholes, this is their weak points. Then you begin to use it against them. You have a satanic agenda. By that moment where you devise and offer yourself to accomplish an evil mischief, that day you are being hated by God, because the Lord says he hates it. So he will also hate you. Okay, he will also hate you. Oh my goodness. You went to Kasua just to go and sabotage somebody. How many times have you sabotaged OPATAFUOR? How many times have you discouraged somebody about me? Maybe the person is going through problems, and then the person had the intention of coming to OPATAFUOR. Then you tend to discourage the person by making some comments and saying certain things of which you yourself, you know that whatever that you are saying, it is based on your selfish interest and evil ego in you. What you are saying is never the truth, but you have leveled me up with that. It's accepted. But you see, you are very swift. You are in a hurry. You are in a hurry. You are in a hurry to go and sabotage me. You are in a hurry to go and tarnish my hard-earned reputation. How many times have you bisected your mouth 360 degrees wide to sabotage me? You have jeopardized me publicly to people, but when you see me, you pretend. There were some young pastors who came to understand me, And when they came, I made life very comfortable for them. And when I'm not around, they join hands with my church leaders, and they will be saying all sort of things against me. They will be sabotaging me. Even what I have not done, they will say I have done it. They kept on polluting the minds of the feeble ones, those who has low mentality. They kept on polluting those people, and gradually those people came to believe what they were saying. And as a matter of fact, those people decided to gang up against me. You see? But you see, when I saw it, well, I was not bothered, because you don't know who I am, my identity, and what I can do. So I just watch some people and then let it go off just like that. So these are major things that the Lord does. The Lord doesn't like it. Once you do any of these things, you are evil. Now, the last one is a false witness that speaketh lies. You see, a false witness. You intentionally bear false witness against your fellow human. You know that it is not true, but you see, because of your petty sentiment and ego, especially the politicians, they can stage something up and level you with it, just to disgrace you, just to end your career. All these things, by virtue of what you have opted for, you are allowing yourself to be hated by the true Spirit of God. You see, some of you people, that's your nature. That's your nature. You go about bearing false witnesses against people. You try and level people with false charges. False charges. You know it. You know it. You know I have not done that. I have never stand anywhere to commit whatever that you are leveling me with. But still, you go ahead and do it. Well, you think you are hurting me. No. Maybe when I hear it for the first time, I might not like it. But in as much that I don't like it, should tell you that the Lord also hates it. Now, the last one says, and he that soweth discord among brethren. You see, the last one, which is abomination, the one that is an abominable act, is somebody who sows a discord between two brothers, two friends. You go and hear this from this side, then you come and say it's different to the other side. Then you listen to the other side and go and say it's different. You are trying to sow the seed of discord between them. There are some people, they have sowed a seed of discord in people's marriage. They listen to the woman, then they sabotage the woman to the husband. Then they listen to the husband, then they sabotage the husband to the wife. So always, those of you, you are being jeopardized. You, the two couples, you are being jeopardized, but you are not aware. You think the people you go and seek advice from, they are there to help you. So he says this particular act is abomination. It's an abomination. The Lord says it is an abominable act. It is beyond what he hates. The 7 things are the things that he hates. But you see, the 6 things are the things that he hates. But on this particular 7th one, it is an abominable act for the Lord. And these are some of you people, these are the things you are found wealthy of. You sow a seed of discord between two friends. Maybe you see, you have the intention of breaking somebody's relationship. You go to the job center of your friend, then you sabotage your friend to the boss. Maybe your friend helped you to find you a job. The job that you're doing, it was probably your friend who helped you in finding that particular job. Maybe where your friend is working, that is exactly where he helped you to also come enjoy him or her. Today, you are sneaking behind your friend to sabotage your friend to the boss so that they can throw him or her out for you to come and take over. This is an abominable act. My young pastors, they did the same thing to me. I impacted gift for them. I bestowed gift onto them, and they had the intention of going to establish themselves. And by virtue of that mentality, they had to sow a seed of discord in my church, where they go behind you and say this to people, then they turn and come to you and tell you a different story. So if you don't have a spiritual eyes to discern and ascertain the reality of the whole show, what actually transpired, you might be deceived. Because there are some people who are very close to you whose faces looks notoriously deceptive. The appearance has a different meaning. So you see, those people, you cannot judge them by their behavior. They are very smart, like the serpent. You can only catch up with the serpent when you try and piece together the patterns that he has created. That is why I say always that I don't judge people based on what they have do, their behavior, but I judge patterns. And that is me. Every smart person judges patterns. So I'll piece the little patterns, the behavioral patterns you have left. I'll trace everything, pick it into pieces, and by virtue of that, I'll judge you with that. So you see, there are people that are deeply rooted in this evil act. Somebody who you are a house help. You see, you are a house help, and this house help, you sabotage your madam to your husband. You sabotage your madam to your husband, to her husband. You sabotage your madam to your oga. You have sowed a seed of discord between these people. Today there is conflict in the marriage. It is an abomination. That is an abominable act. There are two sisters, two siblings, two brothers, two nibblings who are living at peace. Then you sow a seed of discord among them. You listen to this one, then you go and say it differently to the other. Instead of you to say the truth. Now, let me tell you, even in the first place, there are some truths that are never meant to be said or to be said. There are some truths that are never, you should keep it. You know the truth, but keep it to yourself. It's not supposed to come out. And by virtue of that, this is where the Lord will see you as somebody who is accelerating in grace. You are accelerating in wisdom. But some of you, you are accelerating in evilness, in foolishness, and a whole lot of things. You see? So all these things, it is an abominable act for the Lord. But all these behaviors that I have made mention is being engineered right from the corridors of ego. Right from the corridors of ego. Petty jealousy, petty sentiments, greediness, All these things are serving your ego. Greediness, selfishness, jealousy, hatred, backbiting, sabotaging. All these things are petty things which connotes to what we call ego. So the day you restrict your ego, the day you uproot your ego, the day you don't water your ego again, and you allow your ego to die in you, the day you allow your ego to die in you, that is the day you start discovering the realities, the true realities. You see, there are so many pastors who are standing on a pulpit that are basically serving their ego. Though you see them as men of God, but they have their selfish interest. The day that you start maturing and start tapping into your superconscious level is the day that you kill your ego. Let it die up in you. From that day, I'm telling you that the Lord will visit you. You start elevating your soul spiritually. You become spiritually strong to an extent where no weapon can penetrate you. But you see, today you are fully filled with certain things that is weighing you down. Your mind, your heart, your behavioral patterns, everything about you comes directly from the corridors of ego. So because of that, your ego will push you to die prematurely. There are so many of you people, the things that is piled up for you spiritually, if the Lord is to open your eyes to see it, you'll be amazed. The good things, he says, I know the thoughts that I have for you. It is not a bad thought, but good thoughts rather. Have you asked of yourself, pray about this particular statement for the Lord to open your eyes and reveal certain things to you? You will understand that that particular statement is coded. If they decode it and show you the blessings that is being kept in a secret place for you personally, you'll be shocked. But you see, the aeons, the archons, the principalities, they know very well that the day you'll be able to access the full blessings of the Lord, the day you'll be able to access the full power of the Holy Spirit, from that day onwards, they will become your subject. The aeons and archons and principalities, they will become your subject. You are the one they are supposed to worship and honor, because by virtue of that, you have navigated your way out to connect to the Father directly. You don't need any point A or point B, because your soul has become purified. The spirit in you has become purified. And since the soul has become purified, it gives you that rightful authorization to ascend to the highest level of consciousness, which is probably the super conscious level or the Christ consciousness. But is it the aeons? The aeons don't want you to ascend to that level. They don't want you to progress. They don't want you to elevate your status. That is why they have used ego to cripple you spiritually. So everything you do physically literally drowns you off. You know that no matter what you are doing, if it backfires, it will kill you. But you are still doing it. It should tell you that that is ego at play. You see? So, ego is a major weapon that the devil is using to weigh us down. So, the very moment you feel spiritually elevated, the next moment you are down. Why? Because your elevation is not being sustained. It's not a permanent thing. You can only receive a permanent elevation spiritually and physically when you die up your ego. So at the end of the day, you must understand the realities of life. You must understand the realities of life. So majority of you, about 80% of the people who have accepted Christ, they still function under the identity of Christ, the son of Joseph. With that, people will start throwing tantrums at you. They will say a whole lot of things because that time you are incapacitated spiritually. You don't have anything. You are powerless. When you say something, it will not come to reality. It will not be made manifested. So please, please like the video for me right now before I continue. Like the video. Disobedience. Disobedience comes from the acts of your selfish ego. You have some ego hiding somewhere in you. You must understand that. So please, if you have any question, you can as well. Somebody says, Papa, when ego completely dies, I understand from your teaching that you will be spiritually elevated, but will that person not become very vulnerable to other humans and their nature and their own ego? Yes. When you allow your ego to die, you will never become vulnerable. Do you know why? Any evil weapon that will be shot at you, it can never get closer to you. Do you know why? Now, there is a promise. There is a promise that the Lord has given to people who allows them themselves. You see, there is a special promise that the Lord has given to people who allow themselves to be freed from ego. There is a special blessing that the Lord has given to people who allows ego to die up from their life. And this is it. You don't know how sweet it is when you allow ego to die in you. You don't know how sweet it is. Now, let me show you something. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Now, please, when your ego dies in, it allows the inner flow of the divine grace. Now, when the divine grace flows through you, this is one of the major benefits that you will get. And this is it. It says, it says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. That is the first place. Why? Because you have allowed your ego to die from you. Do you know a lot of people who have conspired against me? People who have leveled me with all forms of accusations. And I just hear some of their stories and I don't mind them. Why? Because all those weapons you are forming against me will never become fruitful. All shall be forfeited. And when you allow an ego to die in you, there is something special that we call meter keneged meter, a measure for measure. Those who wish you death, they will die right before your nose. Those who want you disgrace, they will be disgraced big time. Do you know my spiritual son went to disgrace me somewhere where he leveled all forms of accusations against me? My own spiritual son, he said a lot of things about me. And you see, all the things that he said about me, later on, he found himself in that particular act, of which I was innocent. But you see, he has used his own mouth to curse his soul. He has used his own mouth as a weapon to pierce his own soul. And that is it. A young guy who was serving under me, he went about to an extent where they said even the church is a nasty thing that I'm not supposed to use my mouth to say. But due to what I'm saying, I want you to know that the power of God works, and it is there for everybody, not anybody special. Everybody who is willing to allow himself to walk with the power of the Lord. The guy had the guts to go and tarnish my image to one guy who used to come to church, and they went to the end of that guy to tell him that all the chairs in the church, OPATAFUOR, I have slept with women on the chairs in the church. You see, all the chairs, about 300-400 chairs. This guy was claiming that I have slept with women and used semen to sprinkle on the chairs so that the church, my church will be full every now and then. That is why anytime that I hold a crusade, people will come from left, right, center. Now, let me tell you this. This guy, after saying all this, I never said anything. All the things that he said, I heard it, but I know whom I serve and the level I have gotten to in life. So I never said anything. We were there, and he went to impregnate a girl, and he was hiding it. I knew it, but I was never bothered. I don't care. You see the punishment that has been multiplied in tenfold, and the Lord has given to him. The punishment, the Lord has multiplied it in tenfold and given to him. The punishment. He says, no weapon that is formed against you. Isaiah 54 verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment shall be what? Condemned. The judgment shall be condemned. The judgment shall be condemned. So when you have time and you sit at the comfort of your zone to judge me wrongly, knowing within my spirit that I have not done that, the Lord will deal with you. I'm telling you the truth. The Lord will deal with you. There were pastors who actually sent their guys to come to Zenith just to frame up stories, just to be telling people certain things in the church of which I didn't know anything about. I close from church, I come home. From home, I go to church. I go at night. Make sure I pray till daybreak. Support the people there. The little that the Lord will bless me with, I support people with. And they were conspiring evil against me. Do you know what happened to them? Do you know what actually happened to those people? They were disgraced more than 10,000 times. Today, all those who conspire against me, they are suffering. Life is teaching them a lesson. Life is teaching them a lesson. So, my dear, you will never become vulnerable. You allow, you see, when somebody does something to you and you feel like the Lord should respond to the person instantly, you pray and nothing happens. You are serving your ego. That thing is ego. But when you give the Lord the opportunity to handle the case as how he deems it fit, I'm telling you that at the end of the day, what the Lord will take those people through in life, when you see some of them, you will be shocked. There are people who are suffering from chronic ailment as I speak with you. I'm telling you, there are people who gang up against me and they are suffering from chronic ailment. The very moment you gang up against me, now the spirits that I serve will also gang up against you. They will strike you severally till you realize from your mistakes. So, OPATAFUOR, I don't waste my time on people. I don't waste my time on people, but I'm telling you, I don't want to serve my ego. But you see, I am serving the Lord. So whatever that you have against me, you can go ahead. Now, there were two people. When this young pastor of mine decided to sneak behind me and be telling them Kokwanan's story, and they started spreading the gossip, two grown-ups in Zenith. I didn't say anything. There was a man and a woman. They will intentionally come to me, papa, then I'll give them money. Then they sneak behind me and go to this my young pastor and frame up stories and say a lot of things. In their mind, they think I didn't know anything about that. But at the end, God killed them. They die. They die. I'm telling you the truth. They die. At the end, they die. You see, the other one, to an extent where even when my young pastors has done something and I'm scolding them, he had the guts to challenge me publicly right before the members, because he has his agenda. Majority of you people knows this particular man. I will be in front of the church teaching and he can get angry, walk out on me. I'll be there. I'll not get angry because I'm a gentleman. I'll just watch him. At the end, what he went through, I pleaded for him several times and prayed for him. But I know in my mind that this is the doing of the Lord. You have been struck by the Lord, and nobody can redeem you from the hands of the Lord. And then eventually he died. Now, all these my young pastors, where are they right now? Now they set up an agenda that when I close down the church, They will mobilize my church members and they will go and establish themselves somewhere. So when I closed the church, this guy started calling my church members, calling them one by one. They should come and join themselves together and form a prayer and a lot of things, a whole lot of. But you see, when I see it, I laugh. Why? Allow time. Time will handle everything for you. Time will handle everything for you. I am too powerful. I can curse you to destroy you. I can do whatever that I want. But when I do that, I am serving my ego. So I'll hand you to the spirit. And I'm telling you, you write myself spiritually, and you will never be able to explain yourself. Listen to the statement. The spirit that I serve, when I hand you over to him, he will let you write myself, and you will not be able to explain yourself. So ego is something that is dangerous. Ego is a weapon that can make you lose everything before the Lord. So do the right thing at the right time. Know what you are to say and what you are not to say. I allow time to take its course. I'm telling you, all those who started fighting me, right from infancy, I have never seen any of them surviving. Some of them were pastors. Some of them were my brothers, my family members. I'm telling you today, if you look at what their life has become, I'm telling you that you will not joke with the power of God. Those who allow themselves to be used against me, even in Kumasi, when I started ministry, those who started that we will bring OPATAFUOR down, we will destroy his ministry. Today, as I speak with you, those pastors, they are suffering. They are in debt. Those pastors are in debt. Those pastors are in debt. I'm telling you. They are in debt. 16 years now. All those who fought me, none of them has survived. If you want me to swear by the power that I serve, I can swear it. 16 years. None of those who fought me, who stood on the way, preventing me, chastising me, gossiping about me, leveling me up with all forms of accusation, none of them have survived it. Majority of them, their destinies has been shattered. Their destiny has been shattered. Their destiny has been shattered. As I speak with you, some of them, they have lost it all. They have lost it. They are suffering. Some of them, they are on medication. They know that when people discover that this is what has happened to them, they will laugh at them, so they pretend. But I know it all. Let that ego goes off. Let it die. It is ego that is making you think as if the Lord has not blessed you. It is ego that is making you think you don't have enough. It is ego that makes you think you deserve something whilst you know that you have not paid the price. You have not gotten to that level. It is ego. that is pushing you to go and destroy you. From day one. From day one. So many people. Ask yourself, the fetish priest, the fetish priestess, all the fetish priest and fetish priestess, the zangomas and the witch doctors who fought me in life, who availed themselves to be used as a weapon against me. All of them today, they are living a regretful life. Majority of them has kicked the bucket. They have kicked the bucket. I am still in the game. I'm still surviving. And the amazing thing is that I keep on adding blessings every now and then. God keeps on increasing me in terms of wealth, prosperity, longevity. Look at me. I keep on every day. I keep on surprising my enemies. Why? Because I don't allow ego to steal me. I don't care. I'm still the boss. I'm still the boss. You see, at my level, as I speak with you, the only thing that can destroy me is ego. Apart from that, the only thing that can destroy OPATAFUOR and shatter my power is ego. So when it comes to ego, I'm very careful. There is nothing that can bring me down in life. Not anything material. Not anything material, not a woman. Not a woman. There is no woman. You can't use your that thing small, which is not even up to 1 pound, to bring me down. You don't have that. You don't have that power. There is no woman who can bring me down. There is no witchcraft. There is no sorcerer. There is no magician who can bring me down. But the only thing that can destroy OPATAFUOR is ego. It is only ego that can destroy me. So, if you think let's manipulate systems for OPATAFUOR to sleep with you, and when he sleeps with you, he will become spiritually incapacitated. You are a joke. You are a joke. You are a joke. You are a joke. No menses can destroy OPATAFUOR. I don't serve Kwakufri or Antoine Sunyama where menses can destroy them. No menstrual blood can destroy OPATAFUOR. So when you decide to cook, and if the Lord does not reveal to me, and you put menses in it, and you think when OPATAFUOR eats, it will bring his spirit down, you are a joke. No menses. Menses cannot destroy me. Because when I sense that I have gone close to a menses, I have full 7 days to fly back to go and bath in the lake of fire and cleanse and purify my spirit in the zenith of heaven. So please don't think that you can use your Akosua Kuma to bring OPATAFUOR down. Manipulate system when he sleeps with you, and that is it. All OPATAFUOR's power will be totally dried up. Master, I'm not a small match to be toying around just like that too. Hey, I'm OPATAFUOR. Akosua Kuma timi bremase. Media madure Akosua Kuma na de mehwe. Ah, wo da papa. Metewa maya se bibi a mysterious no hu o. OPATAFUOR maya se bibi a mysterious no hu. unse na nsan kura mani mu ayehu. Oh my goodness. You are funny. The only thing that can destroy OPATAFUOR, the only thing that can destroy me is ego, but not, please, a woman private part or engaging in intimacy with women. That will bring me down. Ask yourself, Moses was having a girlfriend, so why was he not brought down? Go and read Genesis 25. Abraham was having so many girlfriends. He slept with a lot of girlfriends and gave birth with those women. Why was Abraham not brought down? At a point when the Lord had the intention of going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he had to negotiate with Abraham on the basis of righteousness. So if we were to count righteousness right from the perspective point of view, as we know, Abraham doesn't qualify to be righteous because he was having concubine. Go and read Genesis chapter 25. He was having a lot of girlfriends. He had a lot of girlfriends. I'm telling you the truth. Abraham was having a lot of girlfriends. So he was not qualified to be righteous. But you see, the power of God was upon his life. So the question in here is that, now Hosea chapter 1, when you read Hosea, what happened? God himself told Hosea to go and look for a prostitute. God told Hosea, the prophet, he said, Hosea, go and look for a prostitute, sleep with her, impregnate her, and let her give birth. And by virtue of that, name the children this and that, this and that, this and that. I will use the children for something in the future. So if it were to be having intimacy with women, will bring the power of God down from you. Those of you that women can take the power of God from you are those of you who carries impartations and mantles. With that, you know that the impartation, it detests women. Some of the anointing, they don't like women. It doesn't like women. So those prophets, you can literally sleep with them and then take off their power from them. But not me. Share. What is purpose? A whole OPATAFUOR, if purpose can bring me down, then OPATAFUOR meaning you. So OPATAFUOR pa say only oba dana utumi be free unsadia and yeah OPATAFUOR meaning, because say akosu kuma timi. Let me tell you, say na me makwala kura wo hye me nanse, me makwala sofo kura o oba untimi mfa menses tieni me makwala wo hye me nanse, me makwala wo hye me nanse. So wayo osofo ana onye sofo untimi mfa menses ana say one na koda na o de akrepo na wa matumi na fininsa untimi nye saade ne da untimi oh now let me tell you this. Say me banu or a prophet. Let me tell you, if me banu say me banu or a prophet na dia o obano wabu nsa eno wahye da hohoro wase ama obano me makwala no me spiritual son no ne wakoda se menses no ebe dum ni ja, but me meti ase no ontimi ndum ni ja da. Me ba no oba me nchen a meji na ni kosua ni mienu na me de akogu afori buchi a ni eja Ijane deru aforibuchi animu wosoro. Na me yesa mesa rewind efi bi a ode aka ne bia nte enka no. Enti me, no woman can destroy me. I'm fully fortified spiritually, left, right, center, up and down. I know this world is so dangerous, so scary, and darker than what you see. So I'm fully fortified. If you don't know, let me tell you the truth. I know what women can do. All the big men who were brought down, they were brought down by women. So me, no woman. Sure. Joseph focus, please. Now, Papa, please. Why did God do that to Hosea the prophet? Well, read the book of Hosea chapter 1. You know it. Me kind of crutchlow. Me. Jacob tumfu apunu me. And one mama secret. Me ya punu me pa ye. Ya punu me. Eti enye mo masofo ni bia oje manchi ba ko na odai ya na wa fe ne sini bio. David me buru sa ni o man so. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But akosi akuma ntimi nyime hwo. Akosi akuma akra de sense. Enka manufuo mom na yi hwo se nufuo de so ba akosi akuma de sense. Ya de kitikiti bi. Zero the embajo ntimi nyime hwo. So you see, the only thing that can destroy our type, is what we call ego. The only thing that can destroy our type is what we call ego. Oh, if it were to be women that has the capacity to bring OPATAFUOR down, oh, but that would have happened so many years ago. Me too me ne kram na eburu kwekus so kwekus die se oso oh akoso yakuma for no to nchen he tatu me akese ase oba wabu ne nsa na oba wabu nsa de obeda bring me down odi fin kanipa na no anse me de ne beko no madware no ojani me dware no ojani mu anda odi aye ne bia be hye mu. That is me. I was specially prepared to counter all these negative energies that has been bringing people down. That is why till date I'm still in the game. The occultic people are doing everything that they can. The Zangomes people are using my picture to travel to different parts of the world to go and make inquiries about me, just to bring me down. There are politicians who are working so hard to bring me down. There are pastors. There are traditional leaders, fetish priests and priestess, Zangomes, sorcerers, people who practice divination. But I'm still in the game. I don't have any spiritual father who claims that he gave me power. I've never served under anybody. I can choose to affiliate and disassociate at any time. And that makes me who I am. Nobody knows my secret. Me, no matter how close you become to me, I will never tell you my secret. I will tell you nonsense things, but not things that are very dear to me. Let me put it in that way. I will tell you petty things, normal things. But what makes me OPATAFUOR, I will never tell you. I don't have to share that with anybody, not even my father. If I don't share that with my father who gave birth to me, how much more you, an ordinary being? So forget it, okay? There are secrets and secrets. So Mami Hagar says Papa, you are insulting us. Oh, I'm not insulting women. But you know that Akosua Kuma is not big. Please, which Akosua Kuma is big like my head? Have you ever seen any Akosua Kuma as big as my head before? Tell me, where did you see it? Show me. Have you seen? So, Mami Ega, have you seen any Akosua Kuma that is as big as my head? So it is small, okay? It is small. So please, if you have any question, you can bring it. I can vibe with you. Which is dangerous peoples? Collins Mensah says, even dangerous peoples cannot bring my papa down. What is dangerous peoples? A dangerous peoples is a peoples that has been fortified by dark powers. Maybe the lady is a wizard. Sorry, the lady is a witch where she probably has the backing of a wizard. She operates from cones and covings. Women who runs from one fetish priest to the other in search for powers where they can charge their purpose with and used to sleep with men and be destroying them. Now let me tell you, I have a power that is specially given to me, that anytime as a woman you get close to me, I will neutralize all the powers. So you can go to Mano Wata, you can go to Papa Wata, you can go to Bonsam himself. You see, you can go to Bonsam himself for Bonsam to give you power to go and sleep with OPATAFUOR so that you bring him down spiritually. But I am telling you, it is only a fool that will sleep with a woman without doing the needful. So I have power. I will neutralize every power that you have, every charm. I'm telling you the truth. You can open your purpose and put something in there. I will neutralize it. You can, me, that is my nature. Once you get closer to OPATAFUOR, I don't trust you. I know anything can happen. So the only thing that I have to do to save myself from all these dangers is by neutralizing the power that you have. So that is the first thing that I'll do. There is no woman that will ever get closer to me that I will not neutralize your power. I will neutralize your power before getting closer to me. Even for a woman to even touch me like this, for a woman to touch my skin, for a woman to greet me in the hands, for a woman to put her palms into my palm like this, I will have, I will neutralize you, or I have already neutralized your power before allowing you to get closer to me. So anytime that you want to see me and I don't give you that room to be seeing me, you don't know what I'm doing. So when I allow you that get closer to me, be rest assured that all the power that you have, I have neutralized it before getting closer to me. You think I'm a small match, eh? OPATAFUOR, the brains are working 24/7. I'm not a small macho. I neutralizes power. If you are a king, if you are a wizard, if you are witchcraft, anytime that I give you that merit to get closer to me, to put your hands in my palm, I have already neutralized your power before allowing you to get closer to me. Because I know that there are some people, they can greet you and put bad luck in your palm, where when you go out, things will begin to malfunction. There are some kings and queen mothers in this country that when you greet them in the hands. There are some rich men, they are part of dark society. When they greet you, they steal your destiny. So OPATAFUOR, I'm fully weaponized. I protect myself fully 24/7 before getting closer to people. That is why till date I still remain a mystery in the eyes of people. People don't know who I am, how I operate, how I survive. They intentionally send people to get closer to me just to get information and give it to them, and to see the ways and means as how to strike me. But as I speak with you, I still remain a mystery. There is no human being that will get closer to me, that I will not neutralize your powers. When I go to funeral ground, all those of you at the funeral, I have already neutralized all of you, your power. I'll make sure I cripple your powers before I'll pass by, greet you people, and do whatever that I want to do before I go home. No power will function till I leave that premises. You think you think I'm those pastors who completed Bible school and they don't know their left from the right, and they have been going about making noise, then the next morrow they are suffering, things are not moving on well with them? No. I was prepared spiritually. Yeah, me trying to run chere wo nti e mane nye say eni OPATAFUOR nkoda na ane ne daddy to me say ma mo ata awurade. You think I'm a small fish? OPATAFUOR. Now let me tell you, me and a meeting atian, but enye na obetimi atian me. Obi antimi ntia me. Aje me bofo na betimi atian me. Me mom na me pese metia wa metia. Some of you are funny. So please, there are secrets to life, okay? I'm not insulting anybody, but I'm trying to tell you that I have the full protection. Now, have you met the level 1, the full level 1? There are 7 levels of protection. Now, on level 1, it has 13 different levels of protection. 13 levels of protection. I have completed level 1. Have you completed level 2? Huh? Now, the level 2, once you complete your protection in level 2, they will surround you with walls of protection where the worldly harms, no charms, no black magic, no black magic can penetrate. That is why you can't curse me. You can't do anything to harm me. You can never cause accident to take my life. You can't just pay people to come and take my life just like that. I have completed the full level 2 protection, the walls of protection. Do you know it? When Elijah was attacked, and was it Elisha or Elijah? I stand to be corrected. Now, when they were attacked by military men, all of a sudden he prayed, and his servant's eyes was open, and he saw in the realms of the spirit that they were military men who were protecting the prophet. They were like a wall around him. I have all the walls, so I don't care about whether you are a wizard, you are a witch doctor, or what. If you feel it, let's play the game. And I don't like it on a soft way. I like it the hard way. where blood will be spilled and prove to you that there is a God somewhere who is powerful more than the gods of this world. I like it. That is me. You don't know. Have you been protected from level 1 to 7? From level 1 to 7. Do you know the commander of the war? Please, do you know the name of the commander of the one who throws a shield in the form of war to protect senior men? Do you know the commander? Have you gotten to level 2? Do you know the Elohim who has been given the authority to weave your destiny into light? The reason why when you curse me that OPATAFUOR will suffer, I don't suffer, is because my Father has given a task to one Elohim, an Elohim who weaves my destiny into light, away from darkness. So no matter what you do, you can't control me. You can't bring me down. You can't stand me. I'll cripple you, bring you down, no matter what. You don't know OPATAFUOR. You think this small anointing and small prayers, you go to Atriaman things, you fast, you pray, you see some small vision, you buy some mantles, you put it around your neck, you come down here and you begin to portray as if you have had one-on-one encounter with the highest Jesus Christ, the Son of God. You went there to meet Jesus, the son of Joseph. You were not even able to get to the son of David. Please, do you know the name of the Elohim who weaves people's destiny into light? Do you know him? I want to ask you this question. Do you know him? Have you seen him before? The Elohim. Now, when I go back into my bed, I sleep. And then the Elohim, before I wake up in the morning, full protection, they weave my life into light. So when you take me to Okomfuo, Odunsini, Entafueifuo, and Kabrichichie, Ugumitirisunsa, O Hubomijia Anajo, Opa Tuase, Sebi Emprediasa, Horo Wasigu Gatem, Edi Bomijia, Ukojina baby Bomidi Bonia. Nasa Elohim no, Wabeka Chere me say, Edipa way or Hasen Wayo. Inti dia ni enya no mesi bohum prenso ne famano. Maka Chere, then he will do it for you. Smooth, nice way. Do you know that Elohim? What is his name? Do you know how to call him? You don't know anything. You think I'm a small boy. That's how some of you people you think. Oh, this guy is just he has learned a lot of books. But this is not books. So. This is not book. There is no book that can teach you this. Please, do you know the Shaddai? Now, when you pray, you said you always make mention of the name El Shaddai, right? We don't have only one El Shaddai. They are 13 El Shaddais. Do you know the Shaddai who sustained Moses with manna from the storehouse in heaven? Do you know the Shaddai or the Shaddai who sustained? There is no one Shaddai. So if you keep on having this evil imagination that one day OPATAFUOR will wake up and I will go broke and start begging. That thing can never happen because there I have the level 3 protection. The storehouse, the keys to the storehouse has been given to me from the hands of the Shaddai. So I open, I enter, I take whatever that I want. So if I like, I'll do church. If I like, I'll not do church. I don't care. I can choose not to do church anymore. But behind the scenes, I'll be praying for people and be helping them secretly. I can choose not to do church anymore. But behind the scenes, I'll be helping people and just like that. And I'll live free because I have been sustained by Shaddai. Do you know them? They are 13 in number. So you think you are part of, some of you people, you sit at the comfort of your houses and you begin to brag. Oh, he's a young guy. He has no sin. You are funny. Now, do you know the Lord of hosts? The Chevaut. Do you know Chevaut? Some of you people, you keep on saying the Lord of hosts. Do you know the Lord of hosts? Who enveloped human soul? He will envelop your soul in the heavenly hymns and temples. Your soul, when they envelop your soul in the heavenly hymns and temples, every day, angels will be descending from up and down. They will be coming to you to talk to you several times. Has your soul been enveloped in divine hymns and in the temple, that realm? Have you gotten that initiation? Have they granted you that merit? When the children of God, when the sons of God are seated to talk to their father, can you partake? Are you part? You don't know OPATAFUOR and you think, Do you know the Elohim Gibor who turns all judgment against my soul? He turns away. The Elohim Gibor, they are 13 in number. So do you know the Elohim Gibor who turns all judgment? The one who spoke on Isaiah 54 verse 17. The Elohim Gibor who spoke on Isaiah 54:17. You know him. Have you met him before? How does he look? He turns away judgment against the sons of God. So there is no judgment against me. That is why you have evil imaginations, evil speculations, but still I'm moving on. I'm prospering. Things are favoring me. Things are becoming difficult for you. There are people, their churches are sinking. They are suffering, but still I'm enjoying life. Why? Because when I enter into my sleeping state, there is Elohim Gibor. They are 13 in number. It has been ordained in their jurisdiction to turn every single judgment against me. Nobody, you don't know anything. Do you know Elion? You people talk about Elion. Do you know Elion? Which of them? Do you know Elion? Have you entered into the 6th degree before? Do you have your 6th protection where it has been ordained and they are being tasked? And this is their task. Once the Lord grants you the 6th degree protection, this is what they will do. What they will do is that now they will lock away all destructive degrees in the treasuries of snow. All the destructive degrees, evil imaginations from higher spirit. So the very moment you took my picture and traveled to India, you traveled to Nigeria, in the name of going to strike me spiritually so that either I will die or fall sick. That time, your image had already been captured. And once it's been captured, they send your image through a signal to the 6th degree, where the 72 judges, they sit on it, and send the eagle among the Hayot to come and inform me that this is what they have done against you. Do you have that protection? You are a joke. You think there is no power. You go about and make noise. Do you have that protection? On the 7th degree, do you know the senior man from the 7th degree, the one you people called Yahweh? Some of you call him Jehovah, some of you call him Yahweh. That senior man from the 7th degree, who always makes sure that he comes directly from the throne. He comes directly from the throne to come and pay me a visit and make sure I am fine, comfortable, and if there's anything troubling me, he helps me to solve it. Have you attained to that level of protection? You think I just read books, then I'll come out and be saying things? No, nothing. There are certain things that you don't know. We are funny. So, champion, good night, okay? Collins Mensah says, Papa, please, at least Mr. Osekofi will know some of your secrets because he has been with you for some years and he has been a good principality. He knows what I feel like telling him, but he doesn't know anything. He knows what I feel like telling him, but not what it connects to my life wire. When you ask him, he will tell you. He knows what I feel like telling him, but not the life wires that connect to me. Even there are some spirits that when they appear to me, I tell them never to reveal themselves to him. Even there are some entities, some spirit beings, when they come to me, I tell them not to reveal themselves to him. And he can never see them unless I grant the permit. You don't have protection. You don't have protection. You think you can just be there and be killing people just like that. Have you been caught spiritually on the mountain? Has there been a covenant that has been established between you and the higher heavens? Have you had a covenant through the blood? You have not gotten to that level, so you forget that, okay? Please, have you been invited to stand in the chamber of the hidden light before? Have you been invited by the Lord to stand in the chamber of the hidden light? Do you know the chamber of the hidden light? Have you stand there before? Have you ever stood that particular place before? The chamber of the hidden light. Have you seen it before? The chamber of the hidden light. Already. Have you hold the sword of the Sahapin and swear the oath of the ancient of days? Do you know the oath of the ancient of days? The ancient of days. Akokra utiri ni fita mpacho unim nentam oko ahenie bia mu aseme kantan kese me pacho wa kantan kese da unim ade friend in tankese. How does it look like? So I'm not a type that you can just sit at the comfort of your house and conjure certain things and take me out just like that. I carry the full armor. My goodness. Good night. Bye bye. Stay blessed. May the Lord bless you.